How can Atletico Madrid overturn their deficit to Manchester City? Atletico Madrid and Diego Simeone weren't quite at the races in their Champions League quarter-final first leg with Manchester City. Having sat back and hit City on the counter, hoping for a mistake for Antoine Griezmann or Joao Felix to pounce on, they failed to muster a single shot on goal, with Kevin De Bruyne nicking a 70th-minute winner following a superb assist from Phil Foden. They have it all to do at the Wanda Metropolitano tonight in the second leg, and a repeat of the same tactics will do nothing to help Simeone and his men this time round, given that they need a goal to cancel out De Bruyne's from the Etihad. While they managed to keep City at bay for over an hour in Manchester, Atletico will need to be a little more gung-ho with their approach to scoring. They simply must take their chances if and when they arise. Simeone will need to make tactical amendments for the second leg, but the 5-3-2 formation from the first leg is expected to stay, with Felix and Griezmann once again leading the line. Without the ball, Griezmann will drop back into the midfield to once again create two defensive walls for City to try and break down, leaving Felix to harry and harass Pep Guardiola's backline. Yannick Carrasco, Joaquin Correa and Rodrigo de Paul will look to make positive impacts from the bench, injecting pace and energy into a side very much in need of it given their defensive mindset. Simeone will also have watched Sunday's Premier League showdown between City and Liverpool, where the visitors were largely outplayed but earned a hard-fought point with a keen eye. Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool caught City cold in the second half and at fleeting moments of the first and used their front trio to stretch the champions' backline, which would have given Simeone plenty of food for thought. The Argentine will also look to target City's lack of a centre forward and will instruct his players to force the Premier League champions out wide and onto the wings, reducing them to crosses with a lack of aerial threat in the box. And if that wasn't enough, Simeone now has the fire in his belly after being rattled by Guardiola's comments, not like the passionate boss needed it. Simeone said he was above criticizing fellow coaches in what appeared a sideways dig at his Spanish counterpart, hinting that Guardiola might end up regretting his post-match comment after the first leg when he used the word prehistory when talking about the way the Spanish side set up. Simeone said, "I've been coaching since 2005 and I have never been derogatory about a fellow coach, never. I always put myself in their position. I understand that there are various ways to play each game. So when one coach is derogatory, I don't believe in that. Then there are the opinions of the ex-players, people who have not played for a long time, who express a view. As my father used to say, the fish dies by the mouth, words are cheap. We can all have an opinion, but between fellow coaches no. Everyone has a certain ways of doing things and I respect my colleagues, always, always, always. So the task at hand looks daunting, but it shouldn't faze Atletico or Simeone, nor will it. They have been here before. In the last 7 seasons, the Spanish club have twice overturned a single-goal deficit after losing the first leg away from home. In fact, Simeone's team have never lost a tie in the competition when suffering a defeat of that margin. Here, Sportsmail recounts those 2 ties and assesses how Atletico can continue that proud record against Guardiola's formidable City. Having succumbed to Hakan Çalhanoğlu's winner in the first leg in Germany, where they also had Thiago sent off for 2 bookable offences, Mario Suarez levelled the tie midway through the opening half of the second leg in Madrid. Atletico could not find a winner in the remainder of the contest, although Raul Garcia spurned a decent opportunity in extra time, and the encounter went to penalties. A certain Jan Oblak, then just 22 years old, was the hero in the shootout. The Slovenian had come off the bench in the first half to replace the injured Miguel Angel Moya and saved Çalhanoğlu's spot kick before Omer Toprak and Stefan Kieseling also missed to send Atleti through to the last 8. It was a dogged and determined performance from Simeone's men to overcome a stubborn Leverkusen outfit, and they will need to rekindle that spirit if they are to progress past City on Wednesday. Atleti will also need to be stout and resolute at the back if they are to shut out City's enviable attacking arsenal at the Wanda Metropolitano. However, their defensive prowess is well known, and there is little doubt Simeone will have something up his sleeve to attempt to repel Guardiola's side. Atletico went ahead in the first leg through Fernando Torres before the former Liverpool frontman's needless sending-off turned the tide in Barcelona's favour, with Luis Suarez scoring twice in 11 second-half minutes to give his team the advantage. But Atleti, with an away goal to defend, responded superbly in the second leg, producing a fluid attacking display to see off the then-holders. Antoine Griezmann took advantage of poor defending to put Atleti ahead on the night and in the tie, and then scored a late penalty to seal a place in the semi-finals and knock out the defending champions in dramatic fashion. Barca simply could not live with Atleti, who were equally as good in defense as they were going forward. They held out with ease against a front three of Lionel Messi, Neymar, and Suarez, who were left frustrated by the likes of Diego Godin and Lucas Hernandez. Atleti were in fine form on their way to that year's final, where they lost on penalties to city rivals Real Madrid.